On the bar, a single gold coin spun, wobbled, and began to fall. A hand slapped it flat before it could drop. Payday reflexes. That was Max. Every Friday, he and Dee took the same sticky table and spent money Max didn't have. Dee had a new watch again. "You only live once, Maxie." He grinned and waved his card like a little flag. So Max waved his too. He always kept up. Keeping up was the whole game. What Dee never saw was Monday, when Max's account ran on fumes. But he looked good on Friday, and on Friday, looking good felt like enough. Then one lunch, in front of the whole depot crew, the card reader beeped red. Declined. Max tried again. Declined again. Dee laughed and tossed down his own card. "Relax, broke boy. I got you." Max smiled. The smile you make so nobody sees the thing crack behind it. That night, Priya sat on the edge of their tiny bed, holding a brochure for an apartment. "We only need the deposit, Max. That's the one thing standing between us and it." "Soon," he said. "I promise." He had $11. He left that part out. He lay awake and finally did the math he'd dodged for 3 years. 3 years of work. Nothing saved. Not one single month. The next morning, he sat alone in the break room, staring into a cold coffee. A chair scraped. Rosa sat down across from him. Rosa was 58, worked payroll, and drove a rusty little car the whole depot laughed at. She studied him a moment. "You've got the payday face. I used to wear it too." Max huffed. "I don't even get it, Rosa. I'm not reckless. Where does it all go?" She reached into her tote bag and set something on the table between them. A house key. "I own 2 houses," she said. "Paid off, and that rusty car outside is exactly why." Max stared at the key like it was glowing. 2 houses. Driving that? Especially driving that? She leaned in, and the break room light warmed on his face. "Here's the only trick that ever worked for me. You can't spend what you never see. So I make sure I never see it. The morning I'm paid, a slice vanishes before my hand can reach it." Max frowned. "That's it. That's too simple to matter." "Simple isn't the same as easy," Rosa said. "Your brain grabs whatever's in front of it. It always will. So we stop fighting it. We just hide the money where your Friday self can't find it." She didn't hand him a speech. Next payday, she pulled her chair beside his and took his phone. Together they opened a second account, one he made deliberately annoying to reach. One automatic transfer, $50, gone every payday morning before he even woke up. Then she made him delete the saved card from his food app. "Friction," she said. "It buys you a second to think." "Now," Rosa said, standing, "forget it exists." The first month, the 50 vanished, and Max never felt it leave. Then, at the bar, Dee noticed. "No drinks? Rosa put you on an allowance, Grandpa?" The table laughed, and Max's hand drifted toward his card. The old reflex. The need to prove them wrong, and in his head, quiet as anything, "You can't spend what you never see." He left the card in his pocket. One drink, then home. A month later, his car threw a belt on the freeway. $300 out of nowhere. A year ago, that meant a payday loan and a week of quiet panic. This time, he opened the hidden account, and the money was simply there. He paid it right there in the mechanic's lot. Then he laughed out loud, alone, in the dark. He'd never felt that before. Not fear, just room to breathe. That spring, a tow truck dragged Dee's financed car out of the depot lot, repossessed. The whole crew watched from the windows. For once, Dee had nothing to say, and it was Max, broke boy, who quietly covered Dee's lunches all week and never brought it up. By summer, Max and Priya stood in an empty apartment that was finally theirs, echoing and bright. She squeezed his hand. He thought about a rusty car and a house key on a break room table. When Rosa retired, they threw her a party. Max couldn't find the words, so he just said, "Thank you." She winked. "You can't spend what you never see. Now pass it on." Max was never bad with money. He'd just been fighting his own brain, alone, and losing, for years. The flip was small enough to start today. Pay your future self first, before the world gets its hands on you. Hide a little from the part of you that wants everything right now. This is education, not financial advice. Always do what's right for your own life. Somewhere in your life, there's a Rosa. Listen to her. And when you make it, pass it on. Subscribe. Next week, another neighbor gets their coin story.